I have a confession to make. Before this trip, if you'd asked me about West Virginia, I probably would have mumbled something about coal mines and, well, a whole lot of trees. I saw it as a pass-through state, a place defined by a single industry and a rugged, maybe even monotonous landscape. I really thought I had it all figured out. I pictured winding roads through endless mountains, tiny towns clinging to hillsides, and the ghost of a boom and bust economy. I mean, it's the mountain state, right? What more could there be? I was wrong, just completely and utterly wrong. I set out to answer what I thought was a simple question. Is West Virginia actually worth a dedicated trip? And what I found wasn't a simple yes or no. The real West Virginia is a story you've probably never heard. It's a place of shocking contrasts, deep history, and a wild, adventurous spirit that completely blindsided me. So, stick with me, because the answer is way more interesting than you think. My journey started not in some remote forest, but in a place that immediately shattered my just mountains stereotype. I drove east, right to the border, to a town I'd heard of but never really understood. Harper's Ferry. I was expecting wilderness, but I wasn't expecting to step directly into the 19th century. The second you walk down into the lower town, which is nestled right where the Shenandoah and Potomac rivers collide, you feel it. History isn't just in the air here, it's in the cobblestones under your feet. This isn't just some quaint village. It's a critical piece of the American story, with meticulously restored buildings that make it feel less like a park and more like a living museum. This is the exact spot where abolitionist John Brown launched his infamous raid in 1859, a desperate, violent act that helped light the fuse of the Civil War. You can stand right there, in front of the building we now call John Brown's Fort, and just feel the weight of that moment. It wasn't just a raid, it was an event that forced an entire country to look its ugliest truth in the eye. Because of its federal armory and crucial railroad, Harper's Ferry was a strategic prize that changed hands 8 times during the war. I came to West Virginia looking for mountains, and my very first stop was a crossroads of American identity. The sheer gravity of this one small town was my first shock. This place wasn't just on the map, it helped draw the map. From Harper's Ferry, I pointed my car west and drove straight into the heart of the stereotype I came to investigate. Coal country. Let's be honest, you can't talk about West Virginia without talking about coal. It fueled a nation, built towns from scratch, and forged a culture of toughness that defines Appalachia. But I didn't want to just talk about it. I needed to understand it. My destination was Beckley, and the exhibition coal mine. This is not a museum with a few dusty artifacts behind glass. This is the real deal. You climb into an actual man car, the same kind of cart that carried generations of miners into the darkness, and you descend into a vintage mine that was active from the 1880s all the way to the 1950s. The temperature immediately drops to a steady 58 degrees, and the world above just vanishes. Our guide, a veteran miner, led us through the low, dark passageways. His voice wasn't just reciting facts. You could hear the lived experience in it. The camaraderie, the ever-present danger, and the pride. He showed us the glittering seams of coal, explained the back-breaking work, and painted a picture of a life spent underground that was both humbling and profound. Back on the surface, a recreated coal camp with its one-room schoolhouse and simple church shows you the entire world that was built around this single purpose. This history is everywhere, but what I learned is that it's not the end of the story, it's the foundation. The immense sacrifice of those miners laid the groundwork for everything that came after. Seeing it up close wasn't depressing, it was clarifying. It helped me understand the fierce pride and deep roots of the people here. The coal story isn't a ghost. It's in the state's DNA. And you have to appreciate that past to really get the vibrant, surprising present. This trip has already been so eye-opening. from the revolutionary history of Harper's Ferry to the foundational grit of the coal mines. If you've ever had a place completely shatter your expectations, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. It's experiences like these that make travel so powerful, and I'm eager to read your stories. After exploring the human history of West Virginia, I was ready for its natural heart. I headed for the state's newest national park, a place with a name that just sounds powerful, the New River Gorge. And let me just say, nothing can prepare you for the scale of this place. The New River is a fantastic paradox because its name is a total lie. It's one of the oldest rivers on the continent, carving its path for millions of years, long before the Appalachian Mountains even rose up around it. The gorge it created is over 1,000 feet deep, a breathtaking slice through the earth. And spanning that chasm is the undisputed icon of West Virginia, the New River Gorge Bridge. At over 3,000 feet long and soaring 876 feet above the water, it's a modern marvel of engineering suspended over a prehistoric landscape. Standing there, watching that ancient river flow beneath this colossal steel arch, it's a moment of pure awe. It is the perfect symbol for West Virginia. Raw, untamed nature meeting bold, human ingenuity. But the gorge isn't just for looking at. This place is an adventure hub. It's one of the best spots for whitewater rafting in the world, famous for its heart-pounding rapids. The gorge is also a world-class rock climbing destination, with over 1,400 established routes scaling its hard sandstone cliffs. This wasn't the quiet, passive nature I had sort of expected. This was a place buzzing with adrenaline and energy. It was wild, it was wonderful, and it was the absolute opposite of boring. I thought the New River Gorge was the climax, the biggest surprise West Virginia had in store. But the state still had a few secrets left. I drove north, deep into the Allegheny Mountains to find Blackwater Falls State Park. I've seen a lot of waterfalls in my day, but I've never seen anything like this. The water here is different. It's a rich amber color, like dark tea or whiskey. This strange, otherworldly color comes from the tannic acid from fallen hemlock and red spruce needles that line the Blackwater River. Seeing that amber water plunge 57 feet over a rocky ledge is mesmerizing. It's a spectacle of natural chemistry, a visual wonder that feels like it was pulled from the pages of a fantasy novel. Boardwalks take you right down to the base of the falls where the roar is deafening and you can feel the mist on your face. And unlike the grand, epic scale of the New River Gorge, Blackwater Falls feels more intimate, almost enchanted. It proved to me that the state's beauty isn't a one-hit wonder. It's varied, unique, and full of these strange and beautiful quirks. It's a place that just keeps revealing new layers and new surprises the deeper you go. So, is West Virginia worth visiting? I came here with a checklist of stereotypes, thinking I already had the answer. But while the mountains and mines are definitely here, they're just the opening chapters of a much richer story. What I found wasn't just a state of beautiful scenery, but a place with a deep, complicated history and an adventurous spirit that I've rarely seen anywhere else. It's a place where you can stand in the footsteps of revolutionaries, descend into the heart of the earth, and then feel the thrill of rafting one of the world's oldest rivers. It's a state that doesn't just have natural wonders, it has unique wonders, like the impossibly amber water of Blackwater Falls. The answer that shocked me wasn't a simple yes. The shock was in just how much more there is. The shock was in how wrong I was. West Virginia doesn't just invite you to visit, it challenges your perceptions. It asks you to look past the surface and discover the powerful, resilient, and truly almost heaven soul that has been here all along. It's not just worth visiting. It's a destination that will stick with you long after you've left its winding roads. What did I miss? West Virginia is a huge state, and I know I only scratched the surface. Let me know in the comments what your biggest travel surprise has been, or tell me where I absolutely need to go next in the mountain state. I'm already planning my next trip back.